you gonna do the zoom in thing?
Yeah.
All right. And we are back. Connor, is the table crooked or is my couch crooked? I think the table. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, so what I would love to do is just catch up with everybody. Because I always get like an extra text or something from people that said, I tried to say hi and you didn't say hi to me. Now, obviously, we can't say hi to everybody.
Right, yeah. On Periscope, just so everybody understands, Periscope
Goes quickly.
goes quickly. I try to catch it, but...
But on Facebook, I didn't get any telling me on there on Facebook. Periscope. It's been all Facebook people that have told me that. And those are there.
All right. Let me get into Facebook. I have to find the
It is so warm here with the sun hitting your face that taking a swig of club soda feels honestly like coming in from the pool under a cabana and someone giving you like a club soda and lemon, which is the most refreshing thing in the world. Like literally, it's that warm out.
Sorry. All right.
And I know I shouldn't be having sunglasses, but you know what? I'm sorry, guys. It's really bright, and I want to be able to see you. Oh. Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready. I'm trying to get the...
That was a nice walk.
It was.
Except for the guy that by mistake, I was like, what's up, buddy? He's like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
That happened today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
First guy I said hi to.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. I saw y'all walking across the street from here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was watching.
Okay, so it does not sound as if this is from Marvin.
It does not
It does
what?
not sound as if Connor is with you. If that is the case, I am quite impressed with Lance and his juggling of multiple camera while walking.
Connor's here. Connor's here. Just not here for the walk.
It was the walk he was talking. This is
Oh.
these are comments still from the walk.
Gotcha. All right, let's hear it. Just stick that in your pocket or something. Or, oh, here, I'll take it.
I want to get the fork out. All right. Megan Rochelle Bryan wants to know, is there a website or something I can check out about the diet you were talking about? Smoking is tough. It's not wanting the cigarette, it's the habit that you form trying to quit.
Right, so what they tell you is to try to replace that habit with another habit. And I don't mean to sound self-righteous-y when I say that, or ridiculous and hallmarky, but take something else. What is it that you love about the smoking? Is it bringing something to your mouth? Like, can you suck on a sucking candy? Can you suck a lollipop so your hand is still there? You know, and you just have something in your mouth. Like, figure out what it is that you're craving the most. If you don't feel like it's the nicotine, and try to replace that with something else. The diet, we have to change that picture because it doesn't look like it looks like it's my same public picture. So, like, I always scroll right through it. We have information on my Jenna Wolf page on Facebook, on the Jenna Wolf Show page.
On the event
also.
page. But we should actually just, Connor, we should repost it. The diet on Jenna's
It's
page.
pinned to the top.
So why don't you can you change that picture to make it the same picture as the Jenna Wolf Show picture, not me in that plank?
Yeah.
Because I scroll through that. That just makes it look like it's like an advertisement for the show,
sure,
as
sure.
opposed to real information. Okay.
Okay. So, Barbara White, and I'd be following you, but not in a creepy way. Wow, cool. So this is how Jenna Lance kind of operate way. So they were talking, okay. So Marvin was saying that it's hard to believe that people aren't recognizing you walking around.
Well, they did at the end. I also was like a yabbermouth and didn't stop talking. Maybe people didn't feel like they had
the
there wasn't
opening
an
to come
awkward
over.
moment for them to say something. Is
Um,
John back? John from I know you don't like me to say it, but John from Cherry Hill, if you're back, I'd just like to know. It makes me feel better knowing you're here.
I have not seen him.
And
Yes,
Darren
he's
isn't
back.
here either.
He's
good.
John Sin from Cherry
right.
Hill now.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Barb Best writes, from a small town Iowa girl, love the streets of NYC. Go Hawks. Iowa beat Michigan last week by 1 point.
All right.
Megan Rochelle Bryan says, haha, that it is. I don't do NASCAR, we do motocross around here. At least we have great beaches here, haha. Megan Rochelle
hilarious.
Bryan says, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm jealous. I wish I lived up there. North Carolina is mostly redneck country." Ha
All right,
ha.
why don't you guys do that? I'll be right back. You let me know when I can rejoin. I want to be part of that conversation. I have nothing to add.
Do you want me to stop reading?
No, that wasn't to you. It was to them.
This is an hour ago. I'm still catching up. Megan Rochelle Bryan says, "That's not bad. I would rather live in the country and travel to the city every day for work." And the last thing here, Megan Rochelle Bryan says, "I need a diet like that. We don't have very many classes to choose from here for exercising in Greenville, North Carolina."
Okay.
So,
You don't need classes. You need like a couple workouts that you could change around, that you could do in your living room, and a really good meal plan. Not a diet, a meal plan.
all right, Connor, we've got to do this. So Tracy's making a good suggestion here. I'm sorry if you already answered this, but it is a healthy diet on your social media. We should take the diet and put the diet onto Instagram and Twitter. That's my bad. Tony
Okay.
Kendall, maybe they are respecting her privacy. I read some of these. Megan Rochelle Bryan is asking, how long does it take to get out of the city into a town, more like in the country?
20 minutes.
I was going to say 45, but I live an
I
hour
live
and
in Westchester.
45.
You would never know it's near the city.
Yeah, depends how much. Missy Thal says, "Can't wait for Stephanie Mull."
Stephanie amazing. We have a
Erin
little bit of a scheduling situation, but we're going to get everybody in.
Westerman says, "Jenna Wolf rocks."
Thank you.
Tony Kendall says, "Be careful in Central Park. Heard bad things about it."
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad about Central Park. Barb Best Right, and he runs marathons. Lance, that is. Yes, Lance, that is.
First I'm hearing of this.
Julie Kathleen Patterson, not marathons, just a marathon. Julie wants to know what is the name of the diet.
All right, this is it. We're going to put this up. We're going to change that picture. Okay, that's going to be the new thing. The name of the
We should
diet
put up the
is
picture of
Simple
you
Man
from this
Diet.
morning.
And our friend Brian came up with it. Yeah, that's a crazy. Did you see that picture this morning?
I couldn't really see it. But
It's what happened from the diet. It's been 25 days, thereabouts. It's hard for you to see because of the sun.
this is recent.
That was this morning.
Wow.
Anyway, it's relatively simple. It doesn't sound easy, but when you get into it, it's easy. It's no carbs, no grain. I'm sorry, it's not no carbs. It's no grains, no dairy, no legumes, no processed sugar, no alcohol. Okay, and it's single ingredient food. So everything you eat can only have one ingredient in it. Chicken, one ingredient. Carrot, one ingredient. Avocado, one ingredient. You can mix them all together, but you can't have a piece of bread. You can't have a cookie. You can't have things that have like the fake sugar in it. You know, if you go to check out your almond butter and it says like almond butter, fruit palm oil, like 5 other chemicals, a little sugar, you can't have that. You can have one that just says almonds. That's it. That's what I mean by single ingredient. And it'll take you a few days to get used to it, but after a while, I feel amazing. Like, there has not have been one chemical in my body in 25 days. Like, I'm like dumbfounded that I was able to do that. I've taken out all the like Truvia I put in my coffee. I used to have those like, 100 calorie like ice cream bars at night just for something sweet. I go for fruit now. It takes 21 days to get rid of a craving. So if you are craving something, if you can endure 21 days without it, you will most likely no longer crave it. But 21 days is a long time to go without something. So not many of us get there. So that's it. We will put the information up now, not only on Facebook, but we will do Instagram and
That thing called Twitter.
and Twitter as well. And then, Connor, when you're done, I might need that backpack so that I could put some sunscreen on because it is a whopping, it's going to be like 65 degrees.
I'm doing a producing thing here.
Okay.
Is that a good diet for gout? Kevin Kaylee wants to know.
I don't know, but it's a good diet for everything. I don't know if it'll help your gout, but it will 100% clean your body of all the crap out there. You will tone up. You will 100% lose weight. I mean, you can't not. And you're never hungry. I'm not hungry. You can eat whatever you want as long as it's the right foods. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to have any stupid shakes, meal replacement bars, none of that. It's just real whole food. Like, a mango, a banana.
That's my morning.
Shrimp.
I ate so many strawberries
steak.
this morning, by the way.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know.
Um,
All right, who else?
okay. I'm back here. Tony was telling us to be careful about Central Park. This is weird. It's actually not chronological. The comments
Just
aren't.
read 'em all.
They're not chronological, so
Okay.
I'm rereading some of the ones that I read earlier.
Well, we have so many. Why don't you not read the ones we read earlier? Why don't you start?
That's
from
what
the
I'm
most
trying to
recent?
edit. I'm saying it's not chronological.
Oh, so why don't you can you start from the most recent? Because we haven't done any of those.
That's what I'm saying. It's not chronological.
Okay, then start from the top.
I'm actually just going to avoid the ones from earlier today. We have a lot of comments here. Give me 1 second. When will...
Hey, Lance.
Hi, Jenna.
How you doing?
When will we have Chris Breslin on our show?
Did
you know-
Chris write that?
Chuck Blazer is actually writing that.
Do you know who Chuck Blazer is?
No.
Chuck Blazer was, wow, I'm honored that you're watching this show. Chuck Blazer was like really high up with FIFA soccer, CONCACAF soccer.
Oh.
Really, like, started was like the, I'm not sure, I know I'm getting this wrong, but
He started soccer?
nope, but he's part of the American, I think he ran the American contingency of like the World Cup from America. Like,
Oh, wow.
huge. Like, I'm honored that you're watching this show, Chuck. And Chris Breslin, I just ran into him on the street. Chris is an actor. He's a marathon runner. He was just featured in this magazine. I'll absolutely have him on this show. I love that. He's a phenomenal suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. Chuck, you watching because of the great production value of the show?
Chuck is not watching because of the great production value of the show. I dated a very good friend of Chuck's, Italo. He was the second to last gentleman that I dated. One of the most beautiful men I've ever seen in my entire life. I always said he was a combination of Matthew McConaughey and Tom Cruise. Stunning. My parents cried for weeks and weeks and weeks when that relationship ended.
Why did it end?
It was hard. You know, he played for the American League, I played for the National League. The leagues, we didn't have a lot of interleague games.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay.
But thanks for watching.
Dora Bernard Miller says love you.
Love you back, dude.
Patty Joyce says hi, Jenna.
Hey,
Dora
Patty.
Bernard Miller wants to know, since you were walking with me, is that water or wine?
I needed wine, but unfortunately it was water.
Okay. Sometimes easier said than done. Tracy Walker was asking about...
I'm putting sunscreen on the show. It is so sunny, and I'm worried that I'm literally so tan right now that it doesn't even look real. I feel like a character out of Seinfeld, where they're tan. You know, the people that are tan in the summer and it's tan all winter. Okay, go on. I know I'm driving you crazy, Lance.
What?
I'm driving you crazy.
You know, you're not driving me crazy.
Oh,
I'm just an old man. I'm an old man in a young man's
you're not.
world.
You always say that. You're so young.
Okay, Brian O'Neill wants to know, how are you doing today, ma'am?
Thank you so much. Is it Brian or Ryan?
Brian.
Brian, man, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well as well.
Sandra S-Worthy Julish asks,
Can I put lipstick on too?
no almond milk, question mark?
I put almond. Yeah, almond milk is the only thing you can have that has some chemicals in it, actually.
It's because Jenna likes it.
It's on Brian's thing.
It's because Brian likes it.
No, it's because some people coffee. Some people really need, and he doesn't want you to not be able to do the diet because you can't have coffee. And for some people, it's too hard to not. I agree. It's hard.
Yoda Photopoulos
Love the name.
Harrelson says, the question is, are you going to add the sugar back into your coffee or any of the other things that you feel you don't need anymore?
Okay, excellent question.
I'm going to answer this question also, if you don't mind, after you. Do you mind?
What am I going to add in? The nighttime, it's really hard for me. What I may add in is just a little something sweet at night. Something small, even if it's a tiny bite of dark chocolate or like a bite of something that has something like that. Am I going to add sugar back to my coffee? I'm never going to do like Splenda or Equal again, but I may do like a Truvia. And if they don't have a Truvia, then nothing. But I haven't decided yet. But other than that, we should post that picture from this morning, and I should show you a before and after picture of before the diet and after diet. Because that after picture that I just literally took this morning, I was impressed with. It took me a long time I haven't looked like that in a while, especially since I had the baby 20 months ago. And that was a lot of just cleaning out my system.
Yeah.
What are you gonna add back in, Lance?
I cut out a lot. I mean, I'm definitely not going to have Diet Coke anymore.
Yeah.
Diet Coke's now. I don't. I'll add cereal back.
What
in,
did you
I think.
substitute for Diet Coke? Like, have you just been drinking?
More water.
Cool.
More like sparkling water.
And what
coffee.
kind of milk did you always use with your
I don't
cereal?
use with skim
Skim
milk.
or whole or whatever?
Skim, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think, but like I actually don't have a lot. I eat like a pretty dry cereal, but I think cereal. Yeah, I like the diet. I mean, for all the complaining I do, I like the diet.
You feel good.
I feel good. I mean, my after picture is not going to be nearly what your after picture is.
I don't know if I believe that. You're very, like, I thought I was the queen of self-deprecation, and then I met you. We're going to make an amazing couple one day. If I ever change teams, or if this whole show goes to pot, either you and me, or me and Connor, or you and Connor, 2 of the 3 of us will start dating at some point. Go on.
All right. Since Connor works for me, I think that I'm going to stay away from that.
Okay.
Thank you. Kimberly Stroop says, "What about for gallbladder?" I guess the diet is a good diet for gallbladder.
Listen, you guys, I'm just going to say this again. I'm never going to tell you that a diet it will 100% cure something that you have going through for you that you're dealing with. But I will tell you this: nothing bad can come from this diet. You are getting rid of all the crap that your body doesn't want, that spends every day fighting to get out of your system. The chemicals and the crap, the processed, the sugar, all of it. This gets rid of all of it, lets everything move freely. So of course it's going to help.
John's going out for sushi. He'll be back soon.
Boy.
Way to go, John. Thanks.
Bye boy.
Alex Scotton wants to know if you've ever considered having nurses on our show to have commentary.
Nurses?
Yeah.
Sure. We've had doctors.
Yeah.
We'll have nurses.
We've considered it. We haven't executed yet.
Yeah.
Kimberly Stroop says, "What about using stevia or stevia?"
So,
Here, my 2 cents. Can I give my 2 cents? Coffee's really good. Learn to drink it without all this crap.
Look, I would love to agree with you, but I've tried, Lance. I really have.
You just haven't tried hard enough. If you go a month without having any of that stuff in there,
Look,
you'll learn to love the
I went a month
taste.
without having sugar. I'm still sort of there, but not quite.
I hated coffee for the first 50 years of my life. I've learned to drink it black. Tony Kendall says, it's like if you're talking about people smoking, it's easier to take the Splenda out of your coffee than it is to quit smoking. Tony Kendall says, it's hot on the roof when you have to put sunscreen on in November.
I know. And not just sunscreen, guys, but like SPF 70.
Amy Dubois Swan says, "Can you repeat the diet for us latecomers, please?"
The diet is 30 days. No processed sugar, no grains, no dairy,
One
no
ingredient.
alcohol,
One
no
ingredient.
legumes, right?
One ingredient.
I will. So none of those 5 things. On top of that, it's 1 ingredient. Single ingredient.
But you can combine the 1 ingredient food.
Right. So like almonds, or you can't have.
You can have steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. It's 2 ingredients. But like steak is steak and eggs is eggs. You can't have a wrap or a piece of bread. You can't have anything that's processed. You can't have anything that's made.
You can't have like
cereal.
oil.
You can't have cereal.
You can have the oil in your there's all this oil that they put in.
You can have oil. Olive oil.
Not olive oil, but like the
Oh, like if you pick up a bar and it says like palm fruit oil or canola oil, yeah.
Right. Kimberly Boots Stroop says, "Thank you, Jenna." Thanks,
You're welcome.
Jenna. She says, "I can't Lance, LOL." I don't know. What were you can't Lancing about?
Anything that I must have ripped you for. Go on.
She says, "What about hot sauce?" Yeah, she's probably laughing about you thinking that I have like a good after picture.
You can have
like
hot sauce.
I look like, remember that Geraldo Rivera picture when he put that selfie up when he was like 75 years old?
You can have hot sauce as long as there's no sugar in it at all. As if it's just like, I don't know what you made, like jalapenos and whatever the base is. You can have that.
Chella wants to know if it bothers you that the sun will engulf the earth.
Yeah, it bothers me. But at the same time, we're still outside in November, so I mean,
Yeah, it's like, hey, the global warming is working for our generation.
for our show, basically.
Right, for our show. It's actually been very good for our show. She was saying not putting anything in Coffee Lands, like that was the LOL. Seriously, just try it. Like, if your taste buds will adjust after like a month. Like, that's my 2 cents.
All right.
It's Jackie Pillay says hello from Kentucky.
Hey, Jackie.
Hello from Russia, from, I forgot, something with the slumber party with Britney Spears.
From Russia with love.
From Russia with love. Those are the comments from now. You want me to go back and get the other comments?
Not necessarily, if you don't want to.
Somebody coming? Oh no, it's just
The double bike.
Yep. All right. So we're caught up. You know what's actually been going on? So,
we've been putting up this poll on our site of who's going to be the first female president. One guy was like, "Can't you leave it well enough alone? The body's not even cold, and you're already talking politics." And I just sort of laughed at that and moved on.
Yeah, actually, I was a little intrigued by one of them. The
Ivanka?
Marissa Mayer is beating Ivanka Trump.
Yeah. Well, one does politics already, so... Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, Marissa Mayer. No, you're right.
Marissa Mayer is the one who runs Yahoo.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
I was just like, the fact that people even knew who she was. Or maybe it's just like an anti-Ivanka Trump vote.
Yeah, you're right.
But the other thing that's going on the voting side is Sound of Music and Breakfast Club and the movie brackets are neck and neck. It's 51-49 in favor of Sound of Music.
Oh, wow.
So there's 3 days left. We'll be posting that a few more times because there are two of the finals. 2 of the Sweet 16 brackets are close.
Okay. Can I put in a request for us to do TV shows next week?
We will do TV shows. Yeah, after books.
No, I can't do books.
Science books?
I can't do
Can we do a 64 bracket?
Let's ask
Let's do it.
people.
Here, do you want to? Here,
Nope.
people.
I'm talking.
Do you want to do? People, I'm the producer of the show. I will hit finish. You'll be talking to nobody. You'll be talking to me and Connor. Would you rather do a 64 bracket, your favorite science book, or
your favorite TV show?
Oh, your favorite TV show of all time?
And we'll let people decide. And
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
say you
I'll
want
put
your
up a
favorite
poll.
Science book.
Your favorite science book. Do you even remember your favorite science book?
Lance, I will tell you this right now. It is the most pea-brained idea I've ever heard in my entire life. We will lose our audience. They will run for the hills if we do our favorite science. No, ask them. No, don't ask me.
One second.
Don't ask me.
Give him 5 seconds.
Okay.
Give him 5 seconds. Connor, what's your favorite science book?
He doesn't even know, Lance. What are you talking about? Nobody knows what their favorite science book is. What are you talking about? I don't know one science book. Not one. Like The Joy of Biology?
What do you mean by science?
Yeah, no one even understands.
No, what do you mean by a science book?
Like a book on science? Like,
We're not
A
doing
book
that.
with science.
No,
is-
it's because this whole thing, he just wants to do 64 books on malaria and make it all, and none of us are going to be a part of it. He's going to take it and run with it. What are people saying? Science books or TV shows?
Everybody wants science books.
I can't remember the last book on science.
I can't remember the last book I read.
Alex Goten says go with the TV shows, not science book, coming from the nurse. Jackie Pillay says she is right. Of course, everybody disagrees with me.
Yep.
Jenna is right. Jenna's right. TV shows. TV show. Nobody wants... Does anybody read science books anymore?
I don't even know what that means. I don't even
Science
know what that means.
books. Like books on science.
Like, name one. Besides a malaria book. Can you
Oh,
name
okay.
one
Science.
book?
Oh, no, come on. Science. All right. Okay, everybody's... maybe I misread the audience here.
That's actually funny. That was actually a funny line. Hey, what'd you do last night, Lance?
So,
What was that?
What?
What'd you do last night?
I went to Vic's on this fakakta. I went on
What
a
did you
date on the fakakta diet. What did I
did you
eat?
eat?
I had a lamb leg for
Was that
my
a lamb shank?
No, I think it was they said leg of lamb.
Okay.
So I interpret it as a lamb
So
leg.
you made that a lamb leg? Okay.
Then I had cauliflower, Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that Brussels sprouts there is good. It's
Yeah.
spicy, though.
And then I had for dessert I had chicken.
Listen, I once went to dinner with Josh Glatt, and he ordered his whole entree, and then we were all ordering dessert, and he was on a diet, and he ordered another chicken for dessert. And I was like, why is it, we should be live. Like, this is hilarious. And he's like, he looks over the dessert menu, he goes, yeah, I'm going to have the chicken.
So my date was actually, this is the best dessert I've ever had.
I don't know why.
She had like a chocolate caramel thing.
Just chocolate anything.
Chocolate caramel.
That's amazing.
And then that reminded me about, actually, because I was kind of, don't take this the wrong way, but for a large part of the night I was cursing you out.
Love you, Lance. Love you. Well, for the large part of the night I was cursing you out.
Okay, no, she's like, she's drinking wine. I'm drinking water. She's having dessert. I'm having water.
Chicken.
She's having bread. I'm looking at her eat bread.
But if anything, it might. Did she take it like, ugh, I don't want to go out with this guy. Like, what a loser.
Yes, that also happened.
Will there be a second date?
Yeah, probably.
Let's put that in the bag and then we'll throw that away.
Would you be open to a second date with me? I mean, really?
I can barely stand just the friendship. The bag's, you're sitting on the bag, it's in back of you. I'm going to be like the clean person here.
There it is.
Hand it to Connor. Unless you're going to have the banana, and then you can put the
I'm going to put the banana wrapper.
Banana peel in there.
Okay, 1 second.
Give it to Connor. We'll keep this nice. Love it. Look how easy that was.
Gosh, we could just be heading back from that where the president
but
is.
I wanted
it's like because every day of our lives we get an opportunity to see the president of the United States.
Hey, let me tell you something. Of the 365 days that life is packing into the next 365 days, I'll bet you 200 of them, the president will be right there.
How about
200? 200.
Do you think he's ever going to go to the White House?
Yeah, he has to. But did you hear that he's not going to be in the Oval Office for a while?
Oh, they're going to redecorate?
Oh, Stephanie Mull and Todd Miller just got in a taxi, so they'll be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, good. The two of them will be here at the same time.
Amazing.
There you go. We'll figure it all out. So, where are you going now?
I want to just get my clock out. So, let's talk about some behind-the-scenes things before people get here. How long do you want me to go with everybody? Because I have to stop a little bit before 3 today.
Let's just figure out when people get here. Let's have Lainey do their singing. Let's do it like in a friendly, familiar way today.
I can do that with Jasmine, but I can't do that with Todd and Stephanie because they came all the way up here to talk about their stuff, and I really want to talk about it with them and get into it a little bit and get questions. And so I can't be like, oh, that's a really good point about how to lose weight and stay healthy. Let's stop for a song.
All right, let's figure it out. Just because we also want to have Lainey and them come back every week.
I know.
So, and it was a good time.
So we'll only. That's my point. Is like I'll just keep them shorter. But how long do you want me to?
Depends when they all get here. Let's try to figure out. Like maybe we do Stephanie and Todd, then do a break, do Lainey, and then do Stephanie and Todd again.
That's smart.
Something like
that. You know what that is? That's producing. That's producing. And you know why I'm recognizing it? It's the first time for everything. How was that banana?
That banana was actually damn good. We have guess the celebrity. Well, that was actually very good having that producer yesterday. Like having you
were a little resistant, I think, when I kept saying I wanted to bring a real producer on.
What was I resistant?
I think you were a little. Standoffish. Someone's here.
Oh, good. So we'll get them started, then we'll get them back before the lobby.
You're very much like Connor. So if I'm wondering before I had the clock if I wanted to change a segment or end the segment, I would go like this. No, I was a neighbor, and you would go like this to me, and I would go, and you would go. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's going on? Is he not getting this? And you're going, does she keep saying yes? Like, yes, Jenna, yes. And I'm going, is he not getting me? Well, I just looked at Connor and I went like this. Like, what would that mean to her? What would that mean to someone? At least turn your head that way. You don't have to get up. Just at least look in that direction. This was Connor. Yeah, because I have to do it 3 times, Con. It is no wonder that the two of you guys are single. It actually boggles my mind that you're both single.
You realize that there were 3 3 women that married me?
Did they leave you or did you leave them, Lance?
That's really like not cool.
Why?
That's not a cool question.
Well, I didn't mean it. Why is that a negative
Because
question?
I was left by everybody.
Okay, so that's you being nice.
No, I was left by everybody.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Well, that was
I mean,
that
not
was a rather insensitive question.
You don't think the science book was a rather insensitive question? You know damn well I've never read a science book.
Didn't you
What was
take
I gonna-
biology?
What was I going to
Did you take biology?
I barely remember if I did.
You
or
took,
not.
so my biology. I was expecting everybody to say 9th grade biology book. I would imagine that's the most popular.
I don't even remember taking 9th grade biology.
10th grade chemistry. My chemistry book, my biology book. I mean,
Yeah.
Is that so? You're talking about textbooks?
well, if that was a text, like,
Is 9th grade? Is everyone's 9th grade biology book similar?
I liked physics.
I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember my physics teacher was Dan Cloutier. My chemistry teacher was Mr. Anacone, who was also our basketball coach.
By the way, we have 20,000 followers on Twitter on our show.
Right now?
No, we have we hit 20,000 followers.
You know what we need to work on though? Is the Jenna Wolf Show Instagram account. There's really no one goes on that. It's like 14 likes. I
we
do
have
a picture
100.
on my
Yeah, well,
thing.
you have 70,000.
No, but if I
followers.
post a random picture, it gets on average like 1,000 likes.
But you have 70,000 followers. Another way of looking at it, though,
It's the percentage.
is the percentage, and a much higher percentage. But we're just putting up the pictures. That's beginning
Could we do
stages.
some singing?
Well, we put up the beginning stages, but yeah, we'll have people. We'll start.
You guys
Everybody
go to our,
should
yeah.
go to our Instagram page, like them.
On Jenna Wolf Show.
Lisa Perry really misses seeing you on the Today Show. She hopes the girls are well.
Thank you. The girls are great. I appreciate you asking. But now you get to see me here, much longer, much more real, much more honest, much more behind the scenes.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay.
You never wanted
First
to
of
say
all,
uh-oh.
you wrote a science book.
I did?
Yes. The book you wrote is a science book.
It is?
Yes.
Well, that's really insulting because I didn't even know that.
Okay. So.
Now, how do you think I feel?
Jessica Vahila says, "What's your favorite, cardio or weights?"
I don't ever really separate them. I don't just do cardio and then just do weights. I do a lot of body resistance plyometric moves, like a burpee. Would you consider that cardio or weights? You're pushing yourself up, you're
I would
jumping up in
consider
the
it
air.
insanity.
Insanity. You're probably right. I feel like I should take a quick break before we have the next 2 hours of people.
You
on
want to
the
do
show.
that, or I try?
Todd Miller just wrote in and said, "We're in the cab, Jim."
Awesome. Todd can answer that question, cardio or weights. These guys are very different than from me. Even though I'll show them this picture and ask them what they think, but these guys do cardio and then they do weights, and they think they're very different.
All right. So I'm going to talk to Jackie Pillay unless you want to. She says she's so depressed about the outcome of our nation's future.
But, Jackie, this is what life is, right? Like, if you had the most amazing day every single day, there'd be no reason to live anymore, no reason to strive for anything, no reason to have goals, no reason to try to make your life any better, no reason to work hard, no reason to, try to be competitive, no reason to do anything if life was always perfect. So you need, every once in a while, a little step back to give you some perspective, right? So maybe you consider this a step back. Maybe you don't. But whatever you feel like this is, get yourself together. Prove to be the person that you thought, you thought, obviously, I assume this is referring to the fact that Hillary didn't win. If Hillary won, would you just sit back in your chair and do nothing for the next 4 years? No, you would still have to get up and work and whatever it is. So Hillary didn't win. Let's make our country as good as we can possibly make it. Challenge yourself a little bit. I'm talking about this on sort of like this microcosm, but it's the same thing. We need to be as forward-thinking as possible.
Good. Let's get on.
Let's go, guys. Love it. How are you?
All right. Let's jump in. We got
we didn't know who was going to get here first. We had two guests coming. You guys
are
and
gonna go, and then they're gonna go, and then you're gonna go again. And then
we'll have you in first. Come on
all right,
in.
let's get going. All right.
So we have this will be fun.
There, everybody. Yeah, so you stay here.